Good morning, Foster. Today is May 8th, 2020. What do we believe about the Savior and salvation? The first giving of the very good news, what we call the gospel, the first prediction of the coming Messiah, is actually found in Genesis chapter 3, verse 15, when God said to the serpent, Satan, I will put enmity between you and the woman, between your seed and her seed, between those who follow you and the rest of humanity. Then God singles out the Messiah, says, He shall bruise you on the head, though you may bruise him on the heel. At first glance, this first giving of the gospel sounds like an exercise in power, that the Messiah will simply have more strength, more might than the serpent. But in the context of Genesis chapter 3, that's just not so. In Genesis chapter 3, we see God unfolding the plan of salvation. Adam and Eve fell into sin by distrusting God and disobeying him. Because they were greatly ashamed, they hid among the trees of the garden, and even took fig leaves and sewed together garments to cover their physical nakedness. But no amount of fig leaves could cover the nakedness of heart, mind, and soul. So at the very end of Genesis 3, in verse 21, we see how the Messiah will bruise the head of the serpent. We see how the Messiah will destroy the serpent's claims against him. The text says that God made garments of skin for Adam and his wife and clothed them. Fig leaves couldn't cover the nakedness of heart, mind, and soul, but the death of a lamb could. At the very site of the first sin, at the very gate of Eden itself, God instituted the sacrificial system, not as a work that humanity would perform to earn salvation, but to point down through the centuries, the millennia, to the Messiah who would die to cover our nakedness of heart, mind, and soul. How ingenious is that? Have a great day, Foster.